brilliant, clever, sharp. These are words other podcasts use to describe themselves, not us. This is Fairly Harmless. Take a break from being smart. With musical accompaniment provided by the Boston Horns, East Coast Funk. Please enjoy Andrew and James.
Tell me your dark secret, a thing you keep from me.
Welcome to Fairly Harmless. I'm Andrew.
I'm James.
And I'm Joe.
So, Joe, Andrew tells me that you're a world traveler.
I love to travel. I'm an adventure junkie.
Okay.
In the last 7 years, I've ridden my bicycle from Anchorage, Alaska, back to Virginia in 3.5 months.
Wow.
Attempted a through hike of the Appalachian Trail. I got 600 miles in and blew out my left knee.
Oh, no.
No, yeah. And then, just recently got back from going around the world and traveling, particularly out west, extensively over the last 2 years.
West.
Wow.
When you say west where?
West California.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Not the super far west.
No.
And you're getting ready to take another big trip.
Heading around the world, going west this time. Last time I went east.
Mm-hmm.
So I went east and the winter was chasing me. So now when I go west, I'll be chasing spring. So I'm hoping for a little better weather.
I think you might have done a bit of, when you went east,
Mm-hmm.
you might have done a bit of the Marco Polo. It depends on how far you got.
Up the Silk Road? No, I ended my European phase of the trip after 3 months and flew out of Athens, Greece to Thailand. And that was such a refreshing change, coming to
You
Thailand.
flew from Athens, Greece to Thailand.
To Thailand.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah. I think it was like a 13-hour flight.
We want to ask you, what's the most questionable thing you've eaten on purpose?
Andrew Zimmern had a show, Bizarre Foods, and he had an episode in Thailand that I watched. It involved raw, live baby shrimp, having a small bowl and just throwing it back.
Just shooting it.
Live baby shrimp. So I'm in a night market walking around in Phuket. Sure enough, I see this 3-gallon tank full of these little shrimps, and all of a sudden that episode came back to me. So I watched him, take his little goldfish net in there and scoop up a bunch of shrimp, rinsed them out, and then threw them into a Dixie cup with lime juice, a little pepper, and that was it.
At least you got the lime juice.
Yeah, I got the lime juice, but I put it in my mouth, and they're
Did
all
you feel them moving
they're
around?
all jumping around in
Jesus.
there. Yeah, that was
Did they
one
have
and done.
shells? If
They
were
had
baby,
shells, but
shells.
they were soft.
Soft?
They weren't immature shrimp.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
And what did you think? Would you eat it again?
I wouldn't eat it again.
No.
Yeah, no.
Does it feel alien to have something moving around in your mouth while you eat it?
Yes. I don't mind my tongue moving around, but something else jumping around in there it's a little off-putting.
That's right.
That's disturbing.
Yeah.
It occurs to me we need to go back. So you rode your bicycle from
Yes, we
motherfucking
should-
Alaska to
We should
Virginia.
go back. Yeah.
How far
where
is that?
Where in Alaska did you just start?
I started in Anchorage.
Okay, let me get a map.
Started on June 19th, and took me a while to acclimate to the time change and also to the midnight sun.
Oh, yeah.
So coming there from the East Coast, I'd be up at 11, 12 midnight, and there was still, it was almost like sunset. So I took all the blankets I could and covered up the windows and just
Wow.
tried to get some sleep. First day, I went 50 miles from Anchorage to Palmer.
Oh,
50 miles.
holy smokes.
Fairly flat.
Cold, though, right?
No, it was June. It was,
Oh, okay.
maybe 60, 70 degrees.
Okay.
And it was just perfect. But again, it was all flat. So I left maybe 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, got to Palmer at like 1 in the afternoon, called home and said, guys,
This is going to be the easiest thing ever.
piece of cake. I got
Piece of
this.
Beautiful.
So next day from Palmer, I went up to Glacier View right along
there
the
it is.
Matanuska River, and elevation change just in and of itself of over a mile high. But every day after that was a little different. You always had hills. you hoping for flat days, no wind.
Yeah.
But it was 4,988 miles.
Did you see like a lot of cars? I mean, were people trying to run you off the road?
I had some really close calls, to this day, I'm surprised I made it, unscathed. But, you get a guy who drives a Prius 11 months out of the year and jumps into a 30, 40-foot motorhome and forgets about his rear view mirrors or side view mirrors. And, they've brushed me on a few occasions.
Oh, shit.
And then you get the logging trucks, the debris coming off the logs.
Yeah.
I got hit with branches and stuff. And when I got done, somebody asked me, said, yeah, you did 4,988 miles. Why didn't you just take it to 5,000? Just need 12 more miles.
Yeah.
I said, dude, you haven't been sitting on a bicycle seat for 3.5 months. That's why. I was done. I was done.
Damn.
Yeah.
Where did you end up from Alaska to where?
To Leesburg, Virginia.
Leesburg, Virginia. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
And you were just camping? I mean, like.
Yeah, I'd camp most of the times. Once or twice a week, I'd get a motel room.
Okay.
And just wash up, clean up. I could clear a gas station if I'd been on the road for 5 days.
They're like, whoa.
And come walking in.
Wow.
Whoa. They usually kept the door open when I did. But
this guy.
Yeah. So I was at the end of my career. My ex-wife came up to me and said, geez, Joe, you're getting fat. And
thanks.
I said, you know what? You're right. Because my feet were screwed up. I really couldn't run. And I used to run all the time. So I just started riding my bicycle. And I would ride it into work. It was like 32 miles round trip.
Wow.
And by the end of the summer, I was doing it 4 or 5 days a week. And it just felt great. But that's how it started. And I can really go a long way on this bicycle if I wanted to. And then discovered a site, Crazy Guy on a Bike.
Is that a site?
It's a site. Crazy. In fact, my journal is on that site.
Let's check it out.
Yeah.
Plug for the show, crazyguyonabike.com.
Right. And now search for AK to VA.
There it is.
There it is.
That's just me being exhausted at the end of the day, just putting my experiences on paper.
Wow. Did you get a lot of flat tires? I mean, like.
I had 9 flat tires.
Okay, so that's.
One on the first day.
Wow. So that must have been a little nerve-wracking.
It was a tough way to start, but the next one didn't happen for a couple 100 miles. So
okay.
I would get a flat, and I carried usually 2 or 3 tubes. So I'd just swap out the tube, and when I got to camp that night, I'd throw a patch on the old.
Now, wait a minute. I have a question. There's a picture of you here with it looks like a transportation employee.
Right.
Did she do any work?
Was she working, or was she standing around not doing shit?
She was standing around talking to me.
Because we have a friend who works for the Department of Transportation.
Okay.
And we always give him shit about all the friggin' transportation people you see standing around doing fucking nothing.
Doing fuck all.
He says, I'm glad that we are meeting your transportation needs, Andrew.
Well rehearsed.
Yes.
But yeah, just a beautiful place.
All right, so we're going to give you another plug here, Joe.
Okay.
This is crazyguyonabike.com, and you search for AK to VA. AK to VA.
Yeah.
Take the long way home.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm going to check this one out, Joe.
Yeah, sure.
Did you do a bunch of research? Like, I need this special kind of bike, and
I gotta
take off with a Schwinn or a Huffy.
No,
Huffy.
no,
Go with that Huffy.
Yeah, no. I put research into it. Got a bike that was specifically designed for travel, and that was a Surly long haul trucker. And I had a dynamo put in the front wheel that would charge up my phone, which
Smart.
broke the first week out.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Did
everything I
you
needed.
carry your tent and all that shit?
Carried my tent. Yeah, carried my water maker. There's
wow.
no, besides creeks and streams, that's where I got most of my water up
Wow.
in
You're right.
Canada.
Like Waterworld, where the Kevin
Right.
Costner's pissing in the thing.
Right?
It's the first scene in the movie. You remember that?
So what was the longest stretch that you went between
I'd say
civilizations?
167 kilometers up in British Columbia.
Wow.
When they say there's no service, there's nothing. And that's probably, 80 miles? But usually you'd come across a gas station. So I would,
90.
So that's 2 days for me. So I would stock
Or
up
more
on,
if you're fucking going uphill.
well, yeah. I usually average maybe 50, 60 miles a day. Yeah, depending on the terrain. It's all about the wind. You get the wind in your face, coming across North Dakota, you get a 30, 40 mile an hour wind and you're pedaling all day to go 20 miles.
What was your closest brush with animal?
Oh, yeah. On your
Alaska?
trip.
I swear you were telling me about a bear or an elk or
Yeah.
something.
You must have seen a lot of bear up there.
I saw a lot of bear. And one fine, clear day, I'm coming down Route 37, probably maybe halfway through British Columbia. 2-lane road. They don't trim the road back, so there's brush right up against the road. But just minding my own business and coming down a little decline, and a bear cub steps out onto the road.
Uh-oh.
I missed that bear cub by 6 inches. And right behind the bear cub was Mom, and then there was another bear cub behind Mom. Both bear cubs take up a tree right there on the side of the road. And Mom stands on her hind legs and roars. And I am on my bicycle, and her head is even with mine. And I'm just, I couldn't even say, I was in shock. I just
Pedaling as fast as you can.
pedaling as fast as I could. And I was singing to the bushes for the next 50 miles because I didn't want to see another bear.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That would have scared the crap out of me.
Yeah.
What was a typical day like? What time did you get up?
I usually get up with the sun, depending. Get up, get something to eat. You're in Alaska, and, that far north, mosquitoes are a real problem.
Holy shit.
And I would, wake up in the morning and could see thousands of mosquitoes on my tent. And I'm like,
Oh
oh,
my God.
fuck, I got to break this tent down. I got to get my
Right.
stuff together. So I would quickly work with what I had inside the tent, pack it all up, throw it outside, and then, jump outside, take down the rain tarp, run away, wait till the mosquitoes calm down, and then come back, break the tent down, roll it up, throw it on my bike, and drive off.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my morning routine.
Now, I got to ask, it's a little personal, but, did you lose any weight?
I lost over 30 pounds.
Nice.
I bet
Yeah.
you did.
And I was eating everything I could that wasn't nailed down.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, if I stopped, I'd eat a large pizza and then, just, oh yeah. I mean, it's same thing with hiking,
Yeah.
hike the AT and, you just, when you stop, you eat, you just need that nourishment. Yeah.
And when you
food.
were doing the AT, you said you hiked about 600 miles.
Right.
And then you had to stop.
Where did
Which
you-
way did you start?
Yeah.
I started down at Springer.
Okay, is that in Georgia?
April
Okay.
15th. Started down at Springer and
How
went-
far did you make it?
made it back into Virginia to Afton, Virginia.
Okay.
I think. Yeah. A little over 600 miles. And I was crushed.
I'm sure.
I was, I'd hold up for a week just hoping my knee would feel better.
Oh.
And
Well, up on the trail.
well, I got a hotel room, came into
Okay.
town, got a hotel room. And, I'd been hiking with guys and folks and we had our own little tramley, but they had to move on. And
Yeah.
I was just crushed,
Sure. What year did you do the AT hike?
2021.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Okay,
Yeah.
so recently.
Yeah. Recently.
Wow. Did you ever read that book? What is it? A Walk in the Woods?
Walk in the
I'm
Woods.
sure you did.
Yep. Yep. So the first
Classic.
book I ever read was about a boy and his dog hiking the Appalachian Trail.
Wow.
My father was like, I was maybe 10 years old, and my father thought to inspire me, and he took me on this hike. My stepmother dropped he and myself off at by the side of the road, and we hiked 25 miles to a lake. Now, back in those early days, you hiked in jeans, ill-fitting boots,
Right. There was
cotton
no
socks,
There was no
cotton
technology
underwear.
going on.
Oh no! Within a mile, our crotches were already road
Chafing
rashed, and my father would go into the cattails, and you could see him, shaking cornstarch in his crotch,
Yeah, I bet.
just to try to keep it dry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we were exhausted when we finally made it back to camp. Yeah. Well, the AT is a goat trail. It's,
Oh, yeah.
you're never, hardly ever on flat ground, and you're either going up or down. And
I did a little of the AT when I was younger. I was on a outward bound sort of situation.
Okay.
It wasn't outward bound, but it was like that.
Is this in lieu of time served?
It was not in lieu of time served.
you
That
go
would be
out-
later, Joe. That would be
Okay,
later.
yeah.
Did you go out with Jed and like
No,
you weren't
this
supposed
was
to come back, but you made it?
yeah. Like
Tattooed.
the breadcrumbs, It's fucking Hansel and Gretel shit.
Right.
But no, I was 16 years old. It was a camp for kids that were between the ages of 11 and 16.
Okay.
And it was like this outdoors camp, and it was for like troubled youths.
Yeah.
And so my parents were like, well, "This will fucking fix them," or whatever.
Right.
We went on this. I was gone for 3 weeks, and
Oh,
we
wow.
We hiked the Appalachian Trail in Massachusetts, I think. It was in that general northeastern area
Right.
that we hiked it. It was a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, when you're 16 and you don't go outside much, and all of a sudden it's like, get your ass up a mountain,
So
kid.
say
Yeah.
peak physical condition.
Oh, I was in peak physical condition.
I bet you were after
I didn't.
3 weeks.
Oh,
off
I
the
was
trail.
doing great.
Yeah.
The first when they came to pick me up, my dad was like, "What do you want to eat?" And I'm like, "I want to eat a hamburger from Burger King." Couldn't fucking eat it.
What?
Yeah,
Why?
I couldn't stomach it. It was like we were eating all that healthy
Yeah.
trail shit,
Yeah.
and I couldn't even finish it.
Yeah.
Really?
I remember that very
So
clearly.
what happened? You have acclimated since.
Oh, I've been eating at Burger King every day since. I'm like that supersize me guy.
Super sign. They see you coming. Well, did it happen? Did we reach the moon?
Not a chance.
That's did I already tell you the story about this asshole?
No.
Jesus Christ.
So
How long ago was this?
years ago, we were all sitting around one night, as you do. Somehow the moon landings came up. I made it clear that to everyone that the moon landings were faked.
Oh.
Yeah, so I said something about the moon, landing on the moon, and he says, "We didn't land on the moon."
Yeah, that's all bullshit, Andrew. What's wrong with you?
Wow.
You did a very good job.
Very
I
convincing
believed him.
job.
Right.
He believed me for a good 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to be more accepting of people and their
Beliefs?
beliefs.
Wow.
And so I went a really long time, but eventually, James is my best friend.
Right.
It began to bother me that my best friend had these completely
Would lead you astray.
no, but it had this completely idiotic fucking belief. I mean, I hemmed and hawed about it for some time, but then I spent at least an hour and a half to 3.5, 3 or 4 hours coming up with evidence and cogent arguments
Right.
about here's the evidence of why we've landed on the moon.
Right.
Irrefutable.
Right.
And I get it all set up, and I've got bookmarks and
No shit.
oh yeah, you didn't know that?
Well thought out. Yeah.
Well thought out.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And I walk up and I say,
We got to
"Hey
have
man,
a talk.
we got to have a talk." And I don't know, I'm sure you had no idea what the
I
fuck
had
I
no
was
idea what
talking
you were
about.
talking about.
And I said, "It's a problem that you don't think we landed on the moon."
Yeah.
And you said, "Hold on,
Hold on. I was making that all up.
I was fucking with
I
you."
was fucking with
And I got
Wow.
you. Got
almost pissed off.
almost pissed off. Now I know why. I thought you were just like hold the resentment for fucking 4 months.
No,
No, you went through some actual shit.
I did.
Wow.
I did. It was the
He
whole
was worried
this-
about you. Yeah.
He was.
I was.
Let me show him the science.
Right. I got to demonstrate. This is a problem. Hold on.
Right.
I was fucking with you.
Yeah.
Hold on.
What?
It was all lies.
Wow.
I know we landed on the moon.
Wow.
What was the sketchiest experience you had or dangerous, not sketchy, but dangerous, potentially
Just
dangerous?
personal safety. But, I spent most of 3 months in Europe, in the eastern part of Europe, where everybody is real stoic and, not friendly. You really have to get to know them in order to really engage them in a friendly conversation. You can banter back and forth. They're just slow to open up to you.
Mm-hmm.
When I got off the plane in Phuket, Thailand, it's called the Land of Smiles for a reason. And everybody was just so kind. And I'm going back there next month because it was so wonderful.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's your favorite.
That was my favorite spot. it's fascinating. And, I love that part about just getting out there and learning about places. What do they eat? How do they have dinner? So costs.
Yes, costs.
Yes, costs. How much did it cost to do this trip? I
Yeah.
would say Europe was definitely a little more pricier. I probably spent maybe $3,000 to $4,000 a month living and playing around in Europe. I got to Thailand and it dropped to $2,000 a month, and I was living high on the hog. Then I got to Vietnam, and Vietnam was even cheaper than Thailand.
Wow.
I mean, it had super nice hotels.
Super nice hotels,
Air conditioning.
It just, and there were many expats in Vietnam.
I've heard that.
Yeah, you can rent a condo by the beach for $200-$300 a month. But it was really weird for me going over there and actually seeing Russians. I've always had this
Right. We've been fed a lot of propaganda about
Sure.
Russians and
right
Chinese and Vietnamese.
and just to experience. They're just like us. They just speak a different language. They're worried about their kids making it through the day, and that's the way it is all over the world. No matter you go, you're worried about your family. You're trying to make money, put food on the table, raise kids to be good people. It's like that all over the world, no matter what you look like.
Gonna sing some songs.
Well, we should never. You know what?
You and I should never sing
I
songs.
was riding around with Gretchen last night, and she was telling me about she's in some damn singing club, and she said she goes out with these ladies occasionally. They sing carols down in Moore Square.
Oh, shit. Keeping everybody happy down there, huh?
And I told her, "Oh, that sounds great. I want to go down there and sign you up."
Right.
She said, "Well, it costs money." And I said, "Whoa, maybe
Wait,
not.
you got to pay money to sing carols?
It's a charity thing.
What the
Right.
fuck?
Yeah.
It's a charity thing.
Oh, okay.
So
I've got a sterling voice. Like sterling silver.
we're like Sterling Pig Iron,
Sterling the sturgeon.
Sterling Sturgeon. So I think that's a fundraising goal for us.
We should
folks.
take the mics and go.
If you, oh, that's a great idea. Yeah,
You and I could walk down there. We could do it.
A road trip.
yeah, road trip.
Yeah.
We've got the technology.
We do have the technology. We invested in it last year, and we didn't
did.
do.
We've never done shit with it.
anything.
Okay.
It's time to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This has been Fairly Harmless. I'm Andrew.
I'm James.
And I'm Joe.
Awesome.
Once again, this has been Fairly Harmless. Missing the point on... Wait, what's the point?
Your medicine man.
Get some sensational swag. Go to shop.fairlyharmless.com. Our musical accompaniment provided by the Boston Horns, East Coast Funk. Their music is available for streaming and purchase on most media platforms. For Fairly Harmless, this has been your announcer, Fast Eddie. See you soon.
Joe and I are related because our mothers are sisters.
Well, that's a really nice way of putting it, but I always considered in our family me to be the somewhat low-hanging fruit on the tree of intelligence.
No, that's definitely not true.
No, they found a lower hanging fruit. This one was on the ground.
Bruised apple.
Bruised apple. Stepped on many times.
Hello, I'm your bruised apple, Andrew. How can I help?
Plug for the show, crazyguyonaBike.com, and you search for AK to VA.